Hello there, Aquarius. How are you guys doing today? I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to your general reading. Okay, this is a timeless reading, so you are here when you're meant to be here because there is something about today's card spread that is going to help you in your current situation. Okay, so remember to keep an open mind, open heart, and take what resonates and leave the rest for everyone else. Okay, are you ready, Aquarius? Here we go. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. Yay, this is great. I love it. So the Two of Cups tells me that you are connecting, that you're bonding with someone, right? That you're creating like almost like that, just, you know, you feel as though you're seeing eye to eye with this person, right? You may be in a new relationship, a new partnership, right? Maybe something, if you started a new job, maybe you're seeing eye to eye with your boss, right? It's not always about romance, right? It could just be a connection that you're having, a deep connection that you're having, and it creates such a harmonious relationship, working condition, right? Nine of Wands, you have a lot of grit, okay? As an Aquarius, you stick it out. You don't give up. No matter how tired you get, don't give up, right? That's your thing. Don't give up. Just keep fighting for yourself, fighting for what you believe in. Yeah, look at this, fighting for what you believe in. This is valor, right? Just exactly as I said. This is about you standing up for yourself, really. I mean, it's okay to stand up, you know, for yourself. You've got the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is again, it's fire energy, but it's like you may not want to expend all of this energy fighting people, right? It's one thing to sit there and keep fighting people and then now you're exhausted, right? You don't want to be in this situation. You want to be wiser, right? You see this person above everybody else and you're going to pick and choose your fight, is what I'm trying to say. If you feel that something isn't even worth getting involved in, don't, right? Be the wiser one, because overall it's going to be your energy that you're going to expend and you're going to be this exhausted person here. Save the energy for something even better. Look at that, King of Pentacles. Abundance, security, stability, right? This is protection. And also just reliable energy here. Fatherly figure. The Nine of Wands is reliability. This is perseverance. It goes hand in hand with the King of Pentacles, right? You have fight, you have grit, whatever it is that you're going through. Yeah, Knight of Swords. There's also a part of you that is like a truth seeker. But here's the thing, this person can also end up in sticky situations because they don't necessarily think before they act. They don't think about the consequences. So be very careful of this very assertive, very impatient and direct energy. You may want to charge in there and fight all of these people, but kind of take a step back for a second, take a breather, and before you go in there swinging your sword, ask yourself, is it worth fighting over? Maybe there's a different way of handling the conflict or the situation, right? You don't want to burn bridges. I always see this card as like going in there and destroying things. I mean, yeah, it's truth seeking. You may be receiving information, of course, but I also see the negative side of this card because this is a card of impatience, directness, assertiveness, right? Acting without thinking about consequences. So just be careful. Be careful. Page of Cups, right? You're ready to start something new, right? Page of Cups, Two of Cups. You're ready to connect, offer yourself to somebody or something, right? Something that's emotionally moving. And you want stability, right? The Knight of Pentacles. Look, you're going to create stability once you lay down the seeds exactly where you want, because you've planned it out, Aquarius. You're going to have abundance. So much abundance. Wow, look at this Tower moment. Something in the past has really shaken you up. But the thing about this is that you need to know that there's a message here for you. What did this shake up? What did the upheaval teach you about yourself, right? How are you transforming? Like the Death card, you know, what happened here that's made you transform for the better? Something here. You got to find that message so that you can have the abundance that you want, the security that you want. Look at this. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. You have all kinds of wealth and stability that's coming towards you. You just have to find the meaning for all the suffering. You've had to go through a lot, Aquarius. And I think that your ability to fight through anything, I think that that's what's, that's going to bring such riches and whatever your heart's desire. It's going to be very emotionally moving. And this connection that you have is going to be really strong because you know yourself better. You've learned something about yourself. Look at that. Again, Seven of Pentacles is sitting back and kind of reassessing the situation, reassessing your life. what has happened with this Tower moment. Now you're sitting back and going, okay, I've learned so much about myself, so much about my life. Now I'm going to kind of sit back, reassess everything, figure out what it is that I need to toss out and what I need to add in order to get this abundance that I really want, and this stability that I'm planting, this long-term situation here. And if this is a love situation, look at that. You have abundance, new beginnings, new opportunities. Long-term relationship is in the horizon here because, yeah, you're doing everything right. Just make sure you've learned your lesson here and you've done the transformation. 3 of Pentacles. This is, again, about stability, collaboration, working as a team. If this is a job situation, yeah, you're in a situation where you're connecting with people. This is something that's very emotionally moving and grounded, right? New opportunities for collaboration. You know what to add and remove in this whole scenario here to allow things to flourish the way it needs to. King of Cups. This is the energy of balance. The balance between your head and your heart, right? See, sometimes the Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, although reliable and protective and stable, isn't the most romantic if this is a love reading for you, whereas the King of Cups has a little bit of romance, you know. The Master of this, more so than the Pentacles, definitely. The Knight of Pentacles, the same thing. So like if this is a new relationship here, it's good that you have the energy of the King of Cups because you're moving towards, you know, that relationship, the heart, the emotional component of a relationship. Whereas this is about, you know, planning for the future, the stability of the relationship. That can get kind of boring, right? So you add a little bit of spice. Well, the love from the romance from the King of Cups. It would be nice to get the King of Wands, right? Because that's all about passion too. The Moon card, right? So the Moon card is just about you like trusting your intuition that you're headed the right way, right? You just have a couple of things you got to watch out for. It's you trusting your intuition and just staying on that path, not giving up. You may have a few hiccups, but keep going on that path. You'll get to the other side exactly what you want, right? Continue to show love for what it is that you're working for or towards. Yeah. Especially if it's a new relationship. Ace of Wands. Nice. New inspiration. New opportunity here for something great. A spark, a light bulb moment. Yeah, especially if you've got a skill here that other people want, like a job, you know, like you may be getting creative all of a sudden and getting these creative hits, and it's just going to make things even better. The Star card here, although it was upside down, it's okay. I don't read reversals. I just kind of, you know, add things in there as we go, as I see fit. But this is about you healing from this past. But you have to make sure that you allow yourself to gain that hope, that faith, regain that faith, and believe that something better is coming, right? And you have wish fulfillment there that's waiting for you. 9 of Pentacles, look at that. So another Pentacles card, all of this hard work, all of this planning, right? You're going to get to celebrate the fruits of your labor. And you're going to be celebrated for it. Look at that, the Sun card. The Sun card will trump any kind of sadness that the Tower moment may bring back to you. But just remember that Tower moments happen for you so that you can learn something about yourself. And when you do learn the thing about yourself, then you can use the power of the Sun to gain clarity, happiness, joy, right? It's like a revelation. I love it. Success, optimism. That's beautiful. High Priestess is at the bottom of the deck. Use your intuition. Whatever it is that isn't clearly illuminated here, the High Priestess says, you know, sit back and just reassess the situation so that you can gain the answers to the mysteries, right? And also, if you're not understanding what it is that you're supposed to learn from the Tower moment, ask yourself, kind of step back, draw within, take a pause, and ask yourself, what is it that you were supposed to learn so that you can be the better version, the very best version of yourself? Co-create with spirit. Co-create with spirit, your spirit here. You've got a lot of major arcanas there. Life is a mystery, right? High Priestess is all about mystery. Turn knowledge into wisdom, right? Your experiences. What is the wisdom here, right? Okay, bottom of the deck, know your worth. This is like, you know, the Queen of Wands, right? Know your worth. So here, go forward. There's nothing here that's holding you back, Aquarius. Just trust that this was meant to happen for you so that you can be the best version of yourself. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.